Sydney, and they're both on the outside looking in. On a grey, heavy sky day here in Sydney, but no rain on the radar. We've got good conditions for a really good game of cricket. Andy Murray up alongside Damien Fleming and Ricky Ponting. This has got all the trappings and trimmings of a pretty good game tonight, lads.
Bit of niggle leading into it as well.
Yeah.
Bit of social media warfare going on, Flem, which you're all over, I'm sure, but it's a different wicket as well than was used the other night, so the surface should be a little bit better, a bit more consistent, but a very important game for both teams.
Two teams on the outside, both looking in. It's a really valuable 2 points up for grabs here tonight at the Sydney Cricket Ground. The Sixers, importantly and really interesting, Ricky Ponting and Damien Fleming. As I say, good evening to you two fellas. Great to be here alongside the pair of you. They pulled the trigger, haven't they? They've made a change at the top of the order. Such has been the challenges they've been having during the power play.
No, they have. They've been awful. Let's be honest. The Sydney Sixers in the power play, they've been the worst team. They've lost 3 wickets in those first 6 overs 4 times. So I'm not surprised Josh Phillippe's gone up to open. Might have alluded to that earlier in the pre-match. He's a hard hitter. His rate's been fantastic. So they can get themselves off to a flyer here and set up a big game.
He has got a great strike rate, particularly against the faster bowlers, Flem, striking at nearly 180 against the quicks. It's a little bit lower against the spinner. Drops down to just 103.5 against the spinner.
Been a grey old day here in Sydney, but the conditions are perfect for a game of cricket. There's no rain anywhere near the SCG on the radar, so we're going to be all clear. Let's hope the lights do stay on. I'm sure that was a one-off glitch, and everything will be okay tonight for a game of cricket that does just start to shape as a really important one with the season unfolding. They're both on the outside, these two. They're desperate to get in, as we said, and this is a really big 2 points up for grabs.
Well, if the Sixers just have a comfortable win, they go to second spot.
Yeah.
So it's all there. Majid, ball in hand. Got a little bit of tap from Shane Watson last game up at the Gabba.
So what's the brief here, Rick, for this young man? Is it play a natural game, or is it, do you give him a bit of a licence to go even a bit harder?
I think he's naturally aggressive anyway, Murray. I think he'll just come out and play his natural game. Daniel Hughes is someone that likes to sort of settle into his innings, so someone like Philippe opening the batting will take a bit of the pressure off him, I think.
So this is going to be a fantastic battle straight up in terms of matchups and head-to-heads. This has got a bit to like about it, Majid, to young Philippe.
And Philippe has actually got a strike rate of 155 batting in the middle order. He's got the chance to, with only 2 fielders out, to really accelerate.
Straight through him.
Both those balls have had good bounce. They've both moved in. We saw that the spikes were actually sticking into the pitch, Rick, so I think the spinners will just stay on the wicket a little bit more.
There'll be something there, I think, for the spinners. Even the quicks, Flem, they might find something out of the track. That's a terrible delivery from Majid on that occasion. He started this way in Brisbane the other night, bowled a couple of good balls and then a couple of drag downs in his first over, and Shane Watson got hold of him early.
Good footwork though from Philippe. All at sea with that second delivery, but on this occasion it was just a fraction shorter, and he was quick to rock on that back foot and picked up his first boundary.
He goes again. He's got enough on it again. So this is a good start for the youngster.
It really is bad line, isn't it? They're all moving in. It's quite comfortable pace to face as well. It's almost like facing a medium pace in-swing bowler who's pitching on middle and leg.
Yeah, it's good use of the feet, as you said. He gets a long way across his stumps again. The one thing that any teams that have been watching him achieve recently, everything does come into the right-hander. He very rarely takes the ball away from the right-hander's outside edge. They can actually change the field if they want, because he very rarely pitches the ball up as well. Mid-on could come up, and they could drop this man down here at fine leg if they wanted to, because that looks like a shot that Philippe is quite happy to play.
They're just reinforcing square leg at this stage. So why isn't that a wide?
He's getting a long way across. He's moving his feet out outside the off-stump and trying to work everything on the leg side. First ball of the game was very similar, wasn't it? See, it's a long way across there, and
a That's a fair call, isn't it, from the ref?
Change his batting stance.
It's the end of the first over. A good one for the Sixers, 9 on the board.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination, and the finish line is where the journey begins. Sterling Reserve, chase the next.
NCR Punjab Royals versus Delhi Sultans. आज शाम 7 बजे live Sony 6, Sony 10-3 और Sony Vapor.
Taylor's going to come into the attack from the Paddington. What did you make of the pitch? You two went out and had a good look at it. What did it look like to you?
Well, it actually looked better than the last one, I thought. The one that we played here on a couple of nights ago had some sort of platey cracks down there. You can see it on the screen there, actually. Sort of had cracks that ran down the wicket, but also some that went across. This one looked a little bit more even, but it wasn't quite as hard on top. A little bit of grass. There's one bare patch right in the middle of the wicket there. Otherwise, it looked reasonably good, but I think there's just enough moisture in it for the seam of the ball maybe to grab early on.
Plays away here. Can he build on this start? Chris Lynn's been good enough to join us on the mic again. Mate, I appreciate your time once more. What were the instructions to your bowling group going out there tonight?
We just knew the wicket could have been a little bit up and down, so it's strong in the power play. We know if you take early wickets, you put the batting team under all sorts of pressure. So for us, it's about obviously building dot balls, but we know it is hard in power play, but you can't go.
Leaned into that, got himself underneath it and hammered it over mid-on.
Well, we know they're going to, shots like that, they're going to come, but let's keep hitting that hard area and hopefully snag a wicket or two. And we don't mind if they get 40 or 50 in the power play, but if we get 2 or 3 wickets, we can really slow up the game.
Linny, were you surprised that Philippe opened up, or you had a feeling he might?
No, I had a feeling. They do chop and change quite a bit. They're very proactive. Moses on Reeks, and he's a good player. He moves around the crease a lot and puts our bowling plans under immense pressure.
Nick, and that'll go all the way again. So 4th time in 9 deliveries, he's got it to the rope. We'll touch base with Chris on the way through tonight. Always great to have access to the skipper on the way through.
That's proactive batting though from Philippe here. If I'm bowling, it's frustrating me because I know he's generally going to leg, but I just want to get him in one area and work on him. It's really hard to work out the good line and length to him.
Jeez, that was a good shot too. That was beautifully struck.
That's probably the best one he's...
Yeah, he's hit the 4 fours already, but that's about the best shot he's played there. It was a slow ball again from Layla. I reckon he did him with the ball before as well. That was an off-cutter type delivery, and we talked about some of those balls maybe just holding in the surface. The one that he edged through, slip there, did look like it actually just left the right-hander a fraction off the wicket.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the cutters just actually grip on this pitch at the moment.
The thing about Brisbane as well, they've got to look to take wickets early in the power play because they're so bad at the back end of the innings. They need to make inroads in these first 6 or 8 overs.
And that's up in the air. Mid-on's underneath it. He's camped. He should take the catch, and he does. Cutting. So the Felipe experiment was interesting while it lasted, but didn't last long enough for the Sixers.
Well, looked like that off-cutter again, Murray. Change of pace. It wasn't quite full enough for Felipe to whack back down the ground. You see here, he never quite gets close enough to the pitch. He's out of his shape. He hits it early. Top edge of the bat, and his head goes down straight away. Not sure Ben Cutting would have liked being underneath there as well over what's happened of late, but he's hung on to that one. Felipe's on his way for a bright and brisk and breezy 17. So they're 1 for 17, the Sixers.
नजफगढ़ में बड़े होने के दौरान ना मैंने एक बड़े काम की चीज सीखी सुनो सबकी करो दिल की फिर चाहे स्कोर 0 रहा हो या 295 आप भी ना अपने दिल की करो फोन उठाओ और इंडिया का सबसे एक्साइटिंग गेम माय टीम 11 डाउनलोड करो ओ माला मालाए नवा
Englishman comes to the crease now to join Daniel Hughes, who's yet to face delivery. So So Joe Demley left the side. James Vince, another Englishman, replaces him. He's shown enough in this form of the game to suggest that he could be a really valuable acquisition for the Sixers.
Yeah, he's a classy-looking player, Andy. Obviously played a little bit of Test cricket for England now the last couple of years. He's been in and out of their white ball teams as well. It's his third game for the Sixers this year. Made 28 off 25 in his first outing, and then got brought undone by a good slower ball from Harry Gurney here just a couple of nights ago.
What about Danny Hughes? He's going to face his first ball. He's been out there for ages.
He's been watching it all from the other end.
And slip in place as well for Hughes. Layla can swing the new ball away from the left-handers.
Nice shot from Hughes. Gets off the mark with a single after 2 overs. It's 1 for 18.
Iya masalah ini tapi ini ya.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination, and the finish line is where the journey begins. Sterling's chase the next.
But this one here just wasn't quite there. He's threw his shot a little bit early. Good bit of bowling from Layla. And just the 4 boundaries for Philippe, and then he's on his way. Nicely taken by Ben Cutting.
I was thinking the same what you said when Ben Cutting was under it the last time we saw that. The ball hit the face.
There's a lot of blood. And Majube to continue. Lost a couple in his opening over. In case you weren't watching the last time the ball went through Ben Cutting's hands, it was this high ball up in the Gabba. We'll get back to that. It hung in the air for a long time. Majube gets through his delivery.
He was almost going to ask what happens next. We'll find out after this ball.
So here it is.
What happens next? Well, is he headbutts the ball, and he had to go out. And got about, what did he get, half a dozen stitches?
I think it was 6, yep. That's half a dozen, isn't it?
Yep. And the ball got 25 stitches.
He's still got 2 black eyes as well. The bruising hasn't gone down yet. I was talking to him pre-game out in the middle. I was talking about Majube earlier. I think they need more from him as well, the Brisbane Heat. His economy rate through the season's been pretty good. Just going to 6, or very good, just 6 runs and over. But he's only taken 7 wickets. For these sort of mystery spinners in this tournament, most of them that come, they do take a lot of wickets. Rashid Khan, Sandeep Lamachani. And Jeep just hasn't been able to do it just yet.
So do you think it's that he doesn't get the one to go past the outside edge of the right-hander enough, or the one that comes back into the lefty? Because you talk about Sandeep and Rashid Khan, they're a threat both sides.
Yeah. I think the way that this guy bowls for him, he needs the wicket to spin to get it to do something. He's not a huge turn of the ball, so he needs slower, more abrasive surfaces.
Oh, chance hit. He just took a little moment to get going back the other way then, Hughes.
I tell you, he could be a threat. There's a bit of Anil Kumble about him too, that if he gets to play a lot of test match cricket on pitches that are up and down, he's going to be a nightmare.
There's a bit to work with, isn't there? A sort of teenager.
Oh, lovely. Made his test debut and first class debut in the same game. After 3, it's 1 for 20.
Second place Napoleon continue to catch up for the top spot, but a crucial 3 points will hang in the balance when they take on 4th place Lazio. Napoleon versus Lazio tonight, 1 a.m. live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
We saw this young fella, we've seen him on occasions, famous Queensland cricket family. He can get it through, can't he? Jack Prestwich.
Impressive debut. Just bowled a couple of no balls that a little nervous. 3 hits. They might have tried an off-cut at first ball there, and it's wide. It's a gutter ball. But his pace can get up there. When he bowled later in the innings, he was hitting 140 kilometres an hour. Strong.
The thing I liked as well the other night, Flem, he wasn't scared to bowl a lot of his variations either. He was under pressure, wasn't he? He bowled the first over of the game, didn't he? And in his first game. So no doubt the heart would have been pumping through his chest, but he was still courageous enough to use his slower balls. He used a couple of slow ball bounces as well. So it looks like he's got a good skill set there.
Did you two play against his old man, or did you just miss each other by half a generation?
No, Scott was he was part of the first academy, I think, with 1987. So he played a lot of white ball cricket for Queensland, and he might have actually taken the most wickets when he finished up. He was more a slinger, back foot, got it through, could bat pretty handy as well.
His daughter, Scotty's daughter and Jack's sister's part of the Brisbane Heat squad as well in the WBBL. Saw those highlights.
Well, Scott's involved with them, isn't he, with the Brisbane Heat, the women's team who got themselves into the final as well.
You're right there, Rick. So Hughes got big on him.
It's a little frog in the throat.
There's a button for that, mate. It
doesn't work.
You push that big red button.
Push it. I pushed it.
That's mine, Rick. That's mine.
You're over here.
You're over
Try
there.
to talk now. There you go. That's how it works.
We're just
This is how it works in the one of the
showing
two.
Ricky for the next thing.
It's over. You're over here.
The next thing,
I
Andy,
should be able to turn it off, shouldn't I?
next thing, Andy, we'll explain Twitter to him as well.
The Twitter.
I haven't got long enough for that.
Twitter.
It's only a 3-hour game.
The hashtag.
When are you going to come on board?
No, I'm not.
The world wants you to engage. Beautifully played.
I thought it was well bowled. It was a better shot, wasn't it? The wide Yorker, probably with that field set. Even if he just got an under edge, it would have gone for 4. But didn't have to move his feet too much on that occasion. Hughes and opening up the face, no need to run.
Well, it's an interesting field they've got set, isn't it, with the deep backward point. It goes to show just how strong that Daniel Hughes is through that area. So they're trying to protect that, which leaves that third man area vacant.
Oh, good slow ball. Let's have a look at that release.
Yeah, we should have a look at that.
I want to have a look at that
Yeah,
release.
no, it's a good idea.
To see it, he goes down the right side of the ball and it gets bounced. It's a change of pace. Hughes doesn't use his feet a lot, does he? So I reckon he is susceptible to that type of slow ball.
Oh, that's pushed wide and asking for the treatment from the umpire, and he gets it. Might have crossed the line, I think, young Prestwich.
Yeah, just outside that one, wasn't it? Gutsy ball to bowl as well. If he's trying to bowl out there, with no third man, it's a gutsy delivery.
Actually, with the line he's bowled this over, he could probably get away with backward square leg inside the circle and have a third man and point.
Oh, that's up, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be good in the end. Really good.
It wasn't quite short enough to pull. You see Daniel Hughes is waiting on the back foot, though, waiting for a pull shot. Premeditated, it wasn't there. He just gets the top edge and flew a long way. Landed 4 or 5 yards inside the boundary line. Into the rope for 4. To the second boundary, both coming in this over.
It's just hard work with only 2 fielders out. Ideally, you'd love to have a fine leg. Top edge gets caught. 11 off the over. Another slow ball in the air. It's over mid-wicket, though. Little chip shot. Come back for 2. Good over here for the Sixers. 13 off after 4. They won.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination, and the finish line is where the journey begins. Sterling Reserve. Chase the next.
बिना रुकावट इन चैनल्स को देखने के लिए अपने केबल या डीटीएच ऑपरेटर को अभी फोन करें और सोनी नेटवर्क का हैप्पी इंडिया पैक लें सिर्फ 31 रुपए प्रति माह।
Sydney Six is off to a really good start. 1 for 33. The next man in, Jack Edwards, listed at 4. I'm not sure that'll happen. Enriquez, I think, might come in next. He's listed at number 5. Jordan Silk at 6. He's been very consistent this season, Jordan Silk. Really holds the glue in their middle order. This batting lineup. There's going to be another change in the bowling. Brendan Doggett's going to come into the attack.
Yeah, just back to the sixes too, and these the nightmares they've had in the power plays. So they're the poorest run rate of 6.12. And as I said, in 4 of the games they've lost 3 wickets. So their best is 1 for 50. They're on target to at least reach that tonight.
Finds a thick inside edge. They'll think about a second and they'll come back. Good running. Liddy, have you got a read on this pitch at this stage? What might be working best?
I spoke to the bowlers and I got 2 different answers. So it's Joshy Layla said it was holding up, but his slow ball was a lot different to Jack Presswich's. I've told Doggy here to just hit a hard length top of the stumps. I think I've been square, but with a couple of the off spinners just gripping a little bit. So to be honest, I'm not sure, right?
Situation like this, Lenny, what's your first thought? Are you trying to take wickets or are you trying to save runs?
Wickets first. As I said earlier, with Josh Felipe, he can go hard, but he gave us a chance and it went in our favour. I'd said to the bowlers, look, we might even set a little bit of defensive fields, but our mindset as a bowler has to be very aggressive. Look, you're going to get hit for 4 or 6 regardless, even if you bowl a defensive ball, so you might as well have a crack at getting him out.
Through him.
And Lenny, do you have your top 6 in the power play already set out for the bowlers, or are you a bit flexible depending on the way the batsmen are playing their shots and obviously the pitch?
No, very flexible. I wasn't going to bowl Majid the second over there, but because we got the wicket, we could afford to. 2 secs. Yep. Just sit back a little bit. Yeah, that's all right. Thoughts? Yep. So there you have it. Wicket's just a little bit too paced. He's going to keep it very simple, try and bowl that length the same as last ball. Guys, push back on the ring, please.
Thanks, Lenny. We'll see how it all plays out. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I reckon we saw a bit of it over the BBL. You know, if the pitch is a little bit too paced for these faster bowlers, I think it is almost first-class length, and the batsman has to take a risk to take them on.
Well, absolutely, and they've got the field set for it as well. At that first-class length that you're talking about, Flem, is sort of the top of the stump sort of length, so the only way the batsman can really hit a 4 is to try and hit a front foot pull shot to square leg. A bit like that. It was a good save.
Yeah, he had to be creative, though, didn't he? Got that front leg out of the way.
Can you try a bit too much, Flem, in this form of the game sometimes, as a bowler?
Yeah, I mean, it's such an intense time with only 2 fielders out, and you can feel like it's happening so quickly. Batsmen moving around the crease, but you've also, every ball you've got to build a plan with your own skills in mind, and the way the batsmen are playing, but also the pitch. So for me, if it is a bit too paced like this, then hitting that bail height is a real option.
Yeah, and changing the angle of the seam as well, bowling a few cross seamers, bowling a few down the seam. Try and get anything out of the surface that you possibly can. It might
slightly wider.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's a good example, right and left hand combination too. You've got to continually adjust your line. So it's after 5, it's 1 for 37.
अक्सर लोग मेरे बारे में कहते हैं कि वीरू किसी की नहीं सुनता, गलत कहते हैं, मैं अपने दिल की सुनता हूँ। आप भी ना अपने दिल की करो, वीरूगिरी करो। फोन उठाओ और इंडिया का सबसे एक्साइटिंग गेम माई टीम 11 डाउनलोड करो। अपने दिल की टीम बनाओ और दबा के कमाओ। ओम माला मालाए नमः।
NCR पंजाब रॉयल्स वर्सेस दिल्ली सुल्तान्स आज शाम 7 बजे लाइव सुन 6 सुन 10 और सुन वापर।
When Cypress Hill wrote this song, I thought there'd be 7-year-old kids jumping around at the SCG with bucket heads on, listening to it.
No, they were just bringing rap metal to the world.
Oh, he's got him! The slowest short ball from Layla, and Hughes drags it on, and Ricky Potts.
Tell you what, that ball, I reckon it was that I fell asleep on the way down. 104 kilometres an hour.
What's he done wrong here? Why are you so
I'm
frustrated?
just about to get in, and they can't afford to lose a wicket in this over, the Sixers. Because of the situation of the game, they lose a wicket now at the end of the power play. You can guarantee that the next 4 or 5 overs, the run rate's going to drop right off. You've got a new batsman in with the field out. It's Daniel Hughes that goes. Another good slow ball from Josh Layla. So Hughes is on his way for 13 there. Now 2 for 37.
We play to entertain, so start your weekend with Saturday Morning Live, 8:30 a.m. onwards on Sony 10-1.
This is why we play.
So big job now for the skipper. It's just stalled again in the power play for the Sixers. He's finding himself in this position far too routinely in this version of the Big Bash League, and he finds himself there again. It's not unfamiliar territory for him.
Well, if you go through their power plays this season, 3 for 39 in the first game, 3 for 33 game 2, 2 for 42, 3 for 25, 3 for 20 in the last game here. Just the once, as you said, Murray, where they've actually got to 50.
Yep. So the opposition skipper's out there now. Chris, you and Brendan got any choice words for him out there?
I was paying $1.10 for that to come up, wasn't it?
Very short price favourite.
Look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. We've checked my mentions on Twitter the last couple of days, and there's been a lot worse than what Moe said. So, but at the end of the day, we absolutely love it. We feed off the banter. If the world was perfect, it'd stop spinning. So.
He's got a bit of width there, takes advantage of it.
But I'm sure a couple of cheeky words will come out, no doubt. As I said, if the world was perfect, it'd stop spinning.
Yeah, you can just check if the light's okay for him out there, Lenny.
I will. I got a bit more cash down here. You know all about that, wouldn't you?
It's all fun. Change up from Layla.
But back to the scenario in the power plays, the rest of their game has been pretty good. They've done well in the middle order. They certainly score quite quickly in the last 5 overs. Their bowlers are taking wickets, the quicks and the spinners, particularly O'Keefe and Curran and those types. But it's just been this batting power play that's really hurt them. And losing wickets in the last over the power play, that's what kills you.
Yeah, it certainly does. The field, as we know, Flem, the field goes straight back. Generally, the spinners come on, they get through their overs quick, and you just tend to lose a little bit of momentum.
If they can build from here, though, they do know they're actually up there with the best batting lineup in the last 5 overs. They score almost 10 and over, and they know that against the heat bowlers who struggle to finish off innings, that they concede over 10 and over. So if you've got wickets in hand, they'll be able to launch in those last 5 overs.
Well, Silk and Curran have been such good players for them, haven't they, Ricky? That's part of their strength.
Yeah, certainly. They're back quite deep as well. Guys like Sean Abbott, and even Stephen O'Keefe and Dwarshes can all bat, so they're bat down to 10.
Finding it hard to get a read on Layla. 6 overs gone. That's the end of the power play. 2 for 43.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination, and the finish line is where the journey begins. Sterling Reserve, chase the next.
NCR Punjab Royals versus Delhi Sultans. आज शाम 7 बजे live Sony 6, Sony 10-3 और Sony VA पर.
Night for cricket. It was a couple of spikes early, but he's pretty satisfied if you're Chris Lynn, I imagine, right now. Cop that.
Well, you've won the toss. You've sent them in. So they picked up a couple of wickets. He wasn't in a great position to play that shot, Vince.
Was coming back for two. Here's the bowler's end. Enriquez was not expecting that call.
Just a little bit late getting back to the stumps there, Chris Lynn. You can see it unfolding. He came charging in from cover to try and get there just a little bit late. You hear Enriquez saying to Vinny, let's go for two, but he was long time turning and trying to get back to the other end. But I reckon if Lynn was in behind the stumps, it would have been an easy gather and we've been able to take the bails off there.
But what's happened is Jack Presswich, the bowler's gone to the keeping ends and it's thrown out at the bowler's end. No one was there. Cross seam here.
In a position that time, he's picked the gap beautifully. Great shot.
Yeah, much better shot. Actually looked like he was waiting for that one. He looked like he's surprised by the one before. Watched the ball nice and closely here, right into the middle of the bat and got the placement that he wanted. Beat the 2 men in the deep on the leg side.
It was like he was going for a wicket then, Presswich, because to bowl 2 bounces in a row, you're training the batsman to wait for it. You've set him back. I think with this pitch, you know, it is sticking a little bit. Might be better on length balls and then surprise them with your bouncer.
Yeah, maybe go to a slow ball now as well, Flynn. Yeah, he did. There it is.
Nicely played again by Vince.
Well, it was a feature of his batting last year in the Ashes, wasn't it? That he's a beautiful cover driver, but it leads to his dismissal so much.
50 up halfway through the 7th over. It's going nicely here, 16 from 12. He's got himself into the build here.
It's pretty evenly balanced now, this game, I reckon. One good partnership here for the Sixers. They can go on and get a reasonable total batting first. I think you did the toss. Fleming, you said 160. You thought the team batting first would be in the game with that sort of score.
He's rocked back on that, and he's got enough on it.
Oh, good adjust. Well, this is going to be out, isn't it? Should have been. Decent throw.
It was like a vertical pull shot, wasn't it?
Odd shot.
He premeditated a short ball, didn't he? And he sort of got stuck. He went back looking for a short ball when it wasn't there. He just had to continue on with the shot.
Custard arm, we used to call it, back in the DFCA.
Oh, another short one. It's got protection this time. Might have been just a little bit of pace off. What was your arm like, Raider?
It was all right until I was about 16. Then I lost it.
Until you were 16?
I threw it out. Threw it out, Ricky.
Just in the outfield?
Yeah.
I always picture it as like a boring slips field.
Yeah, I was for a while.
Yeah.
Lost my confidence. When I was skipper, I went to mid-off, like talking to the bowlers.
See after those poor bowlers.
A bit long overs, wouldn't they?
We had a bit to talk about back in the day.
15-minute overs.
Just one more thing. At the end of the over, after 7, 2 for 52.
She's on borrowed time until the man comes around to settle the score.
Oscar on a SmackDown Women's title.
We get the power!
Oscar, one of the most lethal ladies walking the earth today. The belt talk, Becky Lynch is running the Empress, the man, and the Royal Rumble. After 7, join a world of superheroes this summer. We're about to, we're right in the mix actually, of a battle for the ages in the KFC Big Bash League, the League of Heroes. Just grab your tickets to the next match in your home city at bigbash.com.au. Who's your favourite growing up? Your favourite superhero? Your little tacker?
I think I'm pretty bored. I think Superman.
Superman, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you, Ricky Chapman? Maybe up to Cunning's first delivery.
What about you, Ray?
Gigantor. Remember Gigantor?
Didn't you say superheroes?
Well, Gigantor was sort of, he was sort of he had super.
I remember that was the first show that come on, like at 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
That's the first thing you could watch.
Oh, what? Bigger than big, stronger than strong.
The Wonder Twins activate?
Ready to fight for right against wrong, hey?
The Wonder Twins activate?
No, it was Bobby Sparks, wasn't it? Jimmy Sparks.
Okay. Rick, you still haven't lost, mate.
I've lost. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just go traditional, Batman.
Well, if you didn't have a favourite superhero. More width again, and Vince takes advantage of it for the second time.
That's not a great field, is it, for that type of delivery? Short and wide, and third man's up in the circle. Been cutting this year, has been bowling a lot of changes of pace. Would have thought he's got more protection on the leg side. Attack the stumps.
Yeah, if he bowls that slow ball like that, Flem, the line has to be just so much straighter and even a little bit fuller with that field. He can't. He's got two covers, which is the unusual part.
Who's the best for you, Rick? When you set a field for a bowler, I guess there might be an obvious answer to this, but was there somebody who, once the field was set, the ball was in a bowler's hands, he just gave you exactly what you'd set the field to have him deliver?
Oh, yeah, McGrath was pretty good doing that. Yeah, no, he wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
No, he's up there with the most accurate bowlers ever, isn't he? Reminds me of Sir Richard Hadley when you're growing up, just that master of line and length. But McGrath was the master. It would have been tough to get the ball out of his hand as well, Rick.
Yeah, he was never too happy when I would go and tap him on the shoulder and say, this is going to be your last over. Quite often would, as you...
Was there any bowlers that went, oh, thanks, skipper?
You know what he used to do, don't you? McGrath used to pull the sleeve up over his mouth and mumble something into his sleeve so I couldn't hear it, but I always had a fair idea what it was.
Was there a couple there was real relief?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind a rest, actually.
That game in Johannesburg, I went for 440. I had a few relief that day.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Turn that into two. That was good running.
Yeah, they're going well, these two. Not setting the world on fire, but they're just keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Importantly, they're not losing wickets. Partnership's 23 off 16. Vince has moved on to 24. One more to go in the eighth over. They're 2 for 60, so 8 runs and over now. Gets them around that 160 that you're talking about, but I think it looks a little bit better wicket than 160 to me.
That's the end of the eighth. 2 for 60.
अक्सर लोग मेरे बारे में कहते हैं कि वीरू किसी की नहीं सुनता, गलत कहते हैं, मैं अपने दिल की सुनता हूँ। आप भी ना अपने दिल की करो, वीरूगिरी करो। फोन उठाओ और इंडिया का सबसे एक्साइटिंग गेम माई टीम 11 डाउनलोड करो। अपने दिल की टीम बनाओ और धमाके कमाओ। ओम माला मालाए नमः।
Pretty satisfied that two batsmen out there, Vincent Enriquez. They've got a nice platform here to build on now.
Well, they'll need to score deep to feel comfortable because the Bash brothers have been in sensational form, haven't they? And Max Bryant, who you're on tonight, funny, that's your gutsy call. His high score is 44, but his lowest score is 18.
Yeah.
They've been really consistent.
He's looked threatening, hasn't he? He looked like he's going to a big score in him, and it's not too far away, I don't reckon.
And the first one hard, but that's all there is there.
Looks like James Vince is calling for something, maybe a new grip on his bat. I know this a couple of overs ago looked like he had a little bit of a hole in his grip. But
That's what the seam bowlers have been doing against the sixes in the last couple of games. That's where the wickets have come from. All over the shop, really.
yeah, I guess more about hitting the wicket here at the SCG, I guess. Hitting the wicket nice and hard, but they've got the field set for that as well, those deep men on the leg side, so they won't want to pitch up too much.
So they become a couple of ultimate instruments for him. But just compliment you while we've got a little pause in play here, Flem, that we're in Sydney, of course, and you're a proud Victorian, but the homage to Richie Beno tonight, I think, is a wonderful touch. You should be applauded for...
With the beige pants.
Yeah, I think it's a credit to you. And
well, they had these in your top, it'd be complete, wouldn't
absolutely it? Would, yes. I don't really get a shot of Flem strides, but it's a lovely touch.
You know, the thing you have to worry about when someone says that to Flem is that he's likely to put them in his bag and take them home with him tonight as well.
They actually fit quite well, and if I decide to play a game this year, I could actually use these on the field.
Or on the golf course.
Maybe on the golf course as well. It's that little subtle change of pace from Doggett, isn't it? Like he's normally bowls high 130s, 140, but he's got that sort of sliding delivery that can swing as well. It's a really handy delivery.
Yeah, so he has that. That's basically just the cross seamer that it's just like it's about 5k slower, isn't it? And just tends to swing away from the right hand. But he's also got the other bigger, more of a proper off-spinning slow ball.
Oh, he's got the thick edge here. There's a fielder down there. He's underneath and takes a terrific catch. Gee, Lola made good ground of that. Got himself in a great position. Good catch, Flem.
Yeah, Doggett. Well, he breaks through, and it's that quick length ball. We've seen a lot of balls get skied down to that third man. But look at Mo. Wasn't in control at this stroke. And you can see that Layla made good ground. In the end, Layla caught it on his knees and takes an easy catch in the end. Cups the hands beautifully. Doggett picks up his first wicket, and it's 3 for 62.
Second place Napoleon continued to catch up for the top spot, but a crucial 3 points will hang in the balance when they take on 4th place Lavia. Napoli versus Lavia tonight, 1 a.m. live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
So that's Jordan Silk. And he's been in outstanding form for the Sixers. Been the pick of their batsmen throughout the carnival so far.
He's an underrated player, isn't he? He opens up for Tasmania and Sheffield Shield cricket. Really found a role in the middle order for the Sixers. He's a dynamic fieldsman. So he's had a very handy year. The middle order have been pretty good for the Sixers. Keeping in this tournament.
Yeah, they have. Jordan Silk, as you said, 219 runs, average of 31.5. His strike rate's healthy enough as well at 115. He really does hold this innings together. He's just a very proactive player, isn't he? Very few dot balls he faces, gets himself set and then tries to begin at the end.
Ideally, they want Vince to go on and get a big 60-70 here. Even in that short test career, he's got a lot of starts and didn't go on with it. He got a mid-20s, didn't he, in his first game for the Sixers in BBL 08, but big opportunity here. 11 overs to go, 26.
26 times he's got to 50 in his T20 career. James Vince has got a T20 100 to his credit.
So they've got both the mid on and mid off up, so they won't be pitching too many up here. I don't think that Jordan Silk are going to look to be top of the stumps, if not shorter. Yeah, there it is, banged in. Good strike rotation, single to Silk to get off the mark. It's 9 overs gone, 3 for 60.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination, and the finish line is where the journey begins. Sterling Reserve, chase the next.
NCR Punjab Royals versus Delhi Sultans. आज शाम 7 बजे live Sony 6, Sony 10-3 और Sony Vapor.
Skies have been grey throughout the day here in Sydney, but we are going to be all clear from a weather perspective perspective tonight. This is building a nice competitive game of cricket. The next 4 or 5 overs are going to be pretty important, you think, in terms of Sydney are ultimately going to be able to put on the board. I feel like they can't afford to lose another wicket through that phase.
No, this is good captaincy as well from Chris Lynn. He's gone to his number one man in Majib against the new batter, Jordan Silk. A couple of spinning options up their sleeve, haven't they? Brisbane Heat, Majib, Mitchell Swepson hasn't bowled a single over yet, so he's going to be into the attack pretty soon, you'd think.
That's about as full as he bowls. Looks like the carom ball went the other way too.
He can get stuck trying to play off the back foot as well, Silk.
Oh, swing both ways, Budgie!
We heard Jimmy Pearson there, spins both ways. So he bowls the wide carom ball. Then cramps him for room, but still doing what you basically said, punter. Just getting a single, getting himself rotating the strike.
Yeah, he's got to remain busy. Can't afford too many dots this phase of the game.
Oh, well done, mate. Oh, efforts.
What about that increase in pace? 104 kilometres an hour.
His average speed so far has been 95 kilometres an hour.
It's a good change-up.
It's where he can just get tucked up against the spin. Jordan Silk, I'm not entirely sure he picks it that well out of the hand. He's been brought undone this season already, playing back, getting bowled back through the gate.
It looked like the slower run. That was 94 kilometres an hour.
Well done. Let's go. Pass.
But it's so important when you're bowling in T20. 105, he's gone back up. Just create doubt. If you're creating doubt, the batsman's uncertain. They generally get stuck on the crease. All you leak is singles. Been an excellent over here. Just 3 off so far.
All game, Woods.
Well bowled.
Rotate,
Excellent bowling. Just 4 up the over. Then we're halfway. And the sixes are 3 for 68.
Get ready for an old rivalry as the big guns of London take aim for the Devils of Manchester. 2 of the most successful sides collide. Arsenal versus Manchester United, Saturday, 26 January, 1:25 a.m. Live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
See, they're a modern day.
The Turtles.
Are they a superhero?
Went and saw their first movie, I reckon around 1990, with Merv and Hughes in Perth. And when Merv walked in, the kids just, I don't know who was bigger, Leonardo and Michelangelo or Merv and Hughes.
So you and Merv went and saw...
Yes, the Ninja Turtles.
Rick.
That's what you did day before games.
Fast bowlers, Sandy, fast bowlers.
Yeah, mate. Great start, Mitch. Great start.
As the spin attack continues here now, they ramp it up the heat.
Get it, mate. Great stuff, Mitch.
Good start from Swepson. Very handy leg spinner.
Long time since they found the rope.
And that's lucky. You'll appreciate seeing it spin. Quick money. Swepson, that's
Doesn't spin too much up with the camera front, does it? He's totally different, isn't he? Totally different leg spinner than someone like Majib or even Rashid Khan. He does try to draw the batsman out of their crease by changing his pace up. We saw him at the game the other night, bowl some as slow as about 72 kilometres an hour, trying to drag the batsman down, trying to do them in flight, not just off the pitch.
Yeah, well done, mate. Well done.
And that's the beauty, isn't it, from a bowling perspective, from the spinners. It doesn't matter what your method is. You know, you just got to back yourself and keep building just different types of skills and creating that doubt we keep talking about. Oh, he moves across the crease and he's created doubt for the wicketkeeper, Jimmy Pearson. They're good chase. Try and save a run. Yeah, well done. Lynn throwing it back in. Yeah, I think Vince just moving across the crease. Short-sighted Jimmy Pearson there.
case as well, I reckon, where the Sixers just wish they had a left-hander somewhere in the middle order. The leg spinner's going to get away with buying to all right-handers and spinning the ball away.
He's found the gap there. There's enough protection out there.
Oh, Baz having a few attempts at that one.
A bit dark out there for him.
I reckon you upset him today as well.
Me?
Yeah, I reckon you upset him asking all those questions before the game.
Right.
That's not what he told me.
Who's that pest?
Good feeling. Don't know about the arm though. G backing up. Wild throws.
नजफगढ़ में बड़े होने के दौरान ना मैंने एक बड़े काम की चीज सीखी सुनो सबकी करो दिल की फिर क्या स्कोर 0 रहा हो या 295 आप भी ना अपने दिल की करो फोन उठाओ और इंडिया का सबसे एक्साइटिंग गेम माई टीम 11 डाउनलोड करो ओ माला मालाए नमा
NCR Punjab Royals versus Delhi Sultans आज शाम 7 बजे लाइव सोनी 6 सोनी 10-3 और सोनी वाह पर
Another little platform here, aren't they, these two? Silk's doing exactly what you wanted him to do, Rick, when he first came in. Just looking okay, James Vince. He hasn't asked too much of himself at this stage.
Yeah, and what you'd expect from these two out there as well, Murray, is that they're having a chat and they're trying to work out in their own minds what they think this wicket is actually going to give up. Aiden over from now gets into 150, Tenen over gets into 168.
Getting into the gap.
There's another one of those throws, about 20 metres over the keeper's head. That's 5 or 6 of those we've seen tonight already. Like, there's a press with your dogged out there on the deep square leg boundary. Made really good ground around to it. Good sliding save. It's the feet inside the rope.
Checking. Speaking of good arms, I reckon in the middle of, you showed in the pre-game with Jimmy, you showed those two great finishes in the WBBL. So that throw from Elisa Healy, I hope that's got the credit that it's deserved and warranted in the wash-up too. There's so much going on in that final play. That's a fantastic arm from her. And that's launched high. Fielder coming in. He's perched underneath it. It swirled around late at the end. He just seemed to get himself out of position down there, dogged at the end.
Well, they had some serious hang time on that. That went very high. Slow ball, off cutter again from cutting. Vince looking for the maximum over deep square leg at the top edge. And just went straight through. That could have been nasty as well if that was in front of the face. Yeah, it just looked like he's a little bit inside the line of the ball. Didn't end up catching it too far over his left shoulder. In the end, probably lucky he did. Didn't try and catch it in front of his face.
It was up there forever.
I think we've seen in this over, though, a little bit of a changing gears from James Vince. I think he's realised it's time for one of these two to put the foot down a little bit. I said when Silk can't come in that they want him to be there around the 17-18 over mark, so Vince has tried to hit 2 big shots in this over off cutting already. He's got to keep hitting the wicket. They've been pretty disciplined with their length so far, the Brisbane Heat bowlers. Keep hitting the track, change your pace up if you want to. He goes full.
Bobo followed him. Didn't bowl that length where he could get under him as well there from cutting.
The official hang time on this, Ricky.
I'm going about 6.5 seconds. What are you going for?
That'd be 5.2. Jeez, that... Oh. Is that the first 6 plus we've seen?
No, there was 6 of the other night.
Was it? Right.
Yep. Rick, you're right on the money there.
A little bit off.
Heaved into the gap again.
Oh, he's got close to the right that time too.
Yep, short boundary out there. So you need your good fielders, your athletic fielders, good driving. Support your teammate as well. See the rope comes into play. Oh, Geez, that's close. The only thing I could see was maybe the heel.
Yeah, it didn't look like it. If he's missed it again, that's a second good bit of fielding in the over and one disastrous piece with the top catch. He's in the game again.
Some work to do.
Oh, no.
Mixed bags for Doggett. You would have thought that over. After 12, 3 for 89.
This is what we play. 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 This is what we play.
We play to entertain, so start your weekend with Saturday Morning Live, 8:30 a.m. onwards on Sony 10-1.
This is what we play.
So 3 for 89. Time since the last at boundary. 28 balls. They're trying hard. They've been rotating the strike. It's a handy partnership. 27 off 22, but might be time to accelerate now. Yeah, with that Brendan Doggett. Sorry, Rick. Geez, you want to catch the next one. That just preys on your mind.
He's fielding right in front of most of the Sixers fans. They looked out of that area of the ball, got the magenta shirts on right there. Do you reckon they would have been giving him a little bit there and even a little bit more now, I reckon?
Oh, that's hit hard. Fielder out there. You're talking about being Victorian and up here in the SCG. Andy, I bowled a test match over to Graham Gooch a few years ago and bowled a wicket maiden. Went down to that fine leg area, got a standing ovation. Oh, geez, they appreciate good cricket here. About 2 months later, Australia versus Australia A. Bowled 3 half volleys to Greg Blewett. I've got none for 12, went down to the same area, got another standing ovation. Very fickle.
That might have been another no ball, was it? I think someone might have seen the umpire's arm go out there. Actually just trying to balance up and get out of the way. No, he must have been, yeah.
I think that's what got Bluey in the test team too. Well, got down to good on you. Australia A form.
Did you like that concept when it was around, you guys? Did you?
I did because I was in the A team. Right. The guys in the Australian team absolutely hated it.
When we run around with the trophy after we'd won, beating Australia A, and we're getting booed, you can see Tubby Taylor's face with every step. This is never going to happen again.
Well, he's actually got a bit of bat on that. That's brilliant hand-eye.
It's just a bit predictable, though, isn't it? Vince is setting up for that short ball. And yes, there's 2 men out there. I think it needs to be the surprise ball when you bowl that bouncer.
Might be a change in the field, I reckon. Now they're going to put mid-wicket back on that line there, and third man's going to come up. It is the right field, actually, Flem, bowling those slow ball bounces like that. You literally cannot get enough pace to hit it over third man's head, can you? Or short third man as it is. It'll be a slow ball again.
So why were they barracking for Australia A in that series? Was it just the underdog thing? What was going on?
Australians love an underdog, don't they? Yeah. It got down to the last over in both finals.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
But yeah, it's just... but you think where Australian cricket was then? We wouldn't even think about that, having a second team.
Well, the Australia A team actually knocked England out of that. It was a triangular. England were in it.
And Zimbabwe. Yeah, there was actually 4 teams in it. So England didn't make the finals.
A bit of news out of the form, I should say, more than news so much, but out of the Cricket Australia 11 that's been playing Sri Lanka, geez, hit that well, Vince. That's beautifully struck.
There's no doubt he's decided to put the foot down, starting to find the boundary more regular. We said there was nearly 5 overs between boundaries, and now a couple have come up this over. He moves on to 46.
Well, he's downloaded the pull shot app because of these short balls, some at full pace, some are slow balls. Not working this tactic. 12 off the over.
Free app? What do you pay for that?
I think he'd be happy to pay for it. Well, the bowler is.
That's the difference, I think, Flem, between the best and real experienced T20 bowlers is, even with their third man up, they're still willing to bowl a full wide one, aren't they, with the pace off? Because that still won't go to third man for 4. It's probably something that he'll learn on the back of just continually bowling the same ball. Batsmen are on top of that. They know what you're going to bowl. So sometimes you just have to bite the bullet, be courageous and bowl the ball that the batsman's least thinking about coming.
He's got his strike rate up to about 140 now. He's
Fine leg up. Maybe a Yorker. We go short again. That's risky.
Wait.
Good over for the Sixers. 3 for 102.
13 from the over. Steamy workout there tonight. Exchange with the benches, and Minetti comes out here at the boundaries just to break that run of outs. Struck that second one nicely. Rick, that was beautiful hit.
Yeah, you can just see with his footwork patterns there though as well, Murray, that he was a step ahead of the bowler, wasn't he? He knew exactly what Prestwich was going to try and bowl, and he got himself in a position to be able to free his arms up, but drag the ball to the leg side. And picked up the first two boundaries for 20 odd minutes as well. So the pressure was starting to build on the Sixers. Have just broken that down a fraction now and drive it back into the attack. He's been good so far. 2 overs, got 1 wicket for 8.
Just thinking too, they'll do it pretty comfortably. Chris, you've been good enough to join us. It's obvious Vince has decided to put the foot down now. How do you try and counter that?
Yeah, look, he's looking leg side heavy, so 1 second there, Andy. Let's bring third man up. Come up, please. Go back. Oi, Presto. Jack, go. Oi. Jam up. We can just change the pace. Yeah. They've just had a couple of good overs, so we just probably haven't changed our pace enough. The wicket just seems to be pace on, he's just skidding on nicely, and he's hitting with the angle that we're bowling. That's better.
That's his 50 up, well batted.
Yeah, good innings, 36 balls, just the 5 fours.
And Lenny, obviously, young Doggett's built up his skills in the last couple of years, his variance.
Yeah, he has. There's, we obviously know he's got raw pace, but sometimes that works against you in this format. So he has, actually, he's got more tricks in his bag. And yeah, as I said, he's raw. So, mate, he's going well. It's, even though the Gabba's a nice, fast, bouncy wicket, sometimes, again, they can work against you. So he's learning to adapt in different conditions, and he's going to play an important role for us over the next couple of years. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. But, I think we're due for a wicket here.
And just finish it off, mate, the last 5 or 6 overs. Just make sure you don't let him get away from you. That was hammered. You got every bit of that, did Jordan Silk?
I left my finger on it as well.
Yeah. Mate, I'll let you go. Thanks for joining us again.
All right,
I don't mind that ball, and he'd spoken, we heard him say to Lynn there, but that's the opportunity to bring the field over one man from the leg side, because if you don't get that right, it's going to get hit really hard through the cover region.
Yeah, I mean, it still comes down to the execution. He said he wanted to try and cramp him up with that full ball. That's just a wide half volley. Not many batsmen are going to miss out on those.
Yep, just another one. Watch that backward at point.
That's 3 balls in a row with the same line, bowling full. So for this field, it's a tough one. You've actually got to execute right on the money.
Well, you'd think if he's bowled 3 pretty much the same, Flem, that there'd be something vastly different now. Either a bouncer or that big off-cutting slow ball that we were talking about earlier. And Vince is down at the keeper's end. It's the 1 from it, 10 from the over. 3.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination, and the finish line is where the journey begins. Sterling Reserve. Chase the next.
NCR Punjab Royals versus Delhi Sultans. आज शाम 7 बजे लाइव सोनी 6, सोनी 10-3 और सोनी वापर.
We heard Chris Lynn say he was targeting the leg side. It was obvious to the eye, but sometimes the numbers just back up what you think you're seeing. That's a heavy assault.
Yes. We know he's a glorious cover driver, but that's a shot that he hasn't been getting fed. They've bowled a lot of short balls at him. And he's hurt them. Only the second over for Swepson. We're into the 15th over.
I reckon we'll see something happen here as well. I said it looked like Vince was just trying to change up the gears. I reckon he might go after this over from Swepson.
Well, if he keeps getting that sort of delivery to put away, that's exactly what he does.
That's the corridor of carnage if you're bowling full tosses. They're going to get hit every day of the week. Oh, Vince has said thank you very much. 313 sixes for the tournament. Well, if you said he's going to go after him, Rick, it's a good start, 7 off 2.
Yeah, I think they might get going now if they really try and capitalise and make this a big over. Decent comeback, actually, that from Swepson. Not sure it was an intentional yachter or not, but he got right up in there. 92 kilometres an hour, so it probably was.
I think he wanted to get it full and not get hit through the leg side. Slight change.
Really big, suddenly a big totals on the cards here, Flynn, sorry.
Well, they normally go at 10 and over in the last 5, so they've set themselves up for that 170 mark. 180.
I think we'll see Tom Curran come in next as well. I think he's in too good a form to leave him any later. They've still got Edwards, Curran, Abbott, O'Keefe, these guys. There he is there.
He's ready to go.
Strike rate of 146 and just shy of 170 runs. That's a chance. Put down again.
Same
He's
man.
having a night, isn't he?
Well, that's 2 he's put down in the last 5 or 6 overs, and it's been James Vince both times. I said he was going to go after him this over, and just caught that on the toe of the bat. The chance was there. He just hit it at full pace and needed to steady him still just a couple of steps before that. There he goes again. That's a big hit. Bang, that's a long way back over mid-wicket. There's some of that to finish out the 15th over. 17 from it. 6 is on fire. 3 for 129.
Gee, how's Mitch Swepson feeling? So Vince really upping the ante now. 65 from 40, strike rate of over 160. Partnership 67 from 40. See what they've done in the last 4 overs.
Well, it's all happening here at the SCG. We're having drop catches, sixes, and they've started to accelerate, mainly from James Vince, 65 or 40. But let's have a look at the first one. Brendan Doggett has already put one down tonight. Well, there goes down number 2. And Swepson, next delivery, throws it up. And Vince goes, thank you very much. We've got lift off. Not taken in the crowd either.
It's a decent hit, that too, 93 metres.
Sounded good, didn't it?
Can they pull it back here to Heat? Gee, that's savagely hit.
Well, now Silk's joining in there. This will be a nightmare. Both batsmen are going. It's really tough to restrict this run rate. There's a little bit of baseball about these. Batter, swing batter on that occasion. Silk sitting back, coming into the ball.
Yeah, I reckon the thing with that particular slow ball from cutting, Flem, I think it has to be shorter than that, or it has to be slightly fuller than that. That there is just very hittable length. If you get that shorter and up around the shoulder height, it's hard to get a lot of pace on that. But if it stays down around waist height, you can hit it as hard as you like.
Another full toss and he helps himself again.
He's probably gone New Yorker that time, been cutting. It was his full of pace delivery. Excellent batting from Silk. Now they're starting to move around the crease. So the line was probably all right, but the length was always going to get hit. You don't have to middle those type of balls. Once it beats those fieldsmen in a ring. So acceleration time, 10 and over, 184. Back to the bowling crease, cutting 4-4.
He's just lost his footing again then, Vince.
He was going to go.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
At least with that type of slow ball, he got Silk reaching for the ball. And you're reaching like that, you can't generate the power. See, Cummings worried about it slipping as well.
Might be starting to get a little bit chewy out there. The end of the game the other night as well against the Renegades went down after the game. It actually was quite chewy. So you can just see how much clay is getting stuck in his spikes there. Must be a bit of moisture on the surface. Talking about their bowling at the death, it's been poor, hasn't it, the Brisbane Heat? They're going at 10.2 and over in the death overs from 16 through to 20, actually the worst in the tournament, whereas on the other hand, the Sixers have been the best. So 10 and over now gets them to 183. That'd be a long way ahead of par of what you thought when you went out and had a look at the wicket today. Certainly on track to get there.
What does a bit of moisture do if it does set in the next hour and a half? What does it do for the team batting second?
Makes it a whole lot easier for them. Yeah, any sort of moisture on the wicket itself or a little bit of moisture on the outfield gets on the ball, makes the ball skid onto the bat a whole lot better. Obviously makes it more difficult for the spinners to grip the ball as well. So any venues around the world where you think it's going to get dewy in the second innings, you always want to be batting second.
Just that seam gets wet, so there's not going to be any seam movement for the quicks. Catching can be a problem.
Yeah, I think Brendan Doggett said it's been very dewy out there.
Forcing errors now, these batsmen.
Yeah, you're right. It's just creating doubt, isn't it? If Silk moved across, he might have got away with that. He moved a little bit, but not enough. So that 10.2, they average an over in the last 5. Well, it's 11 already in the 16th over with 2 to come.
Just talking about that juice setting in, Rick, 9 of the last 11 chasing teams have won here at the SCG. You wonder whether that has been a factor. And that's another boundary, another poor ball.
Yeah, it's a low full toss. Jordan Silk's been moving across outside off stump. Cutting tried the bowl a wider York between the ball before. This time he has a pop at his stumps. You see Silk moves early. Great use of the wrists, got the low full toss and absolutely timed the pants off that back with a square.
He used to bowl a really good bouncer, Ben Cutting. I think that might have been able to mix it up on that type of delivery. He goes it there, it doesn't quite get up, not short enough. So massive over for the Sixers. They're accelerating right now. 17 off, it's 3 for 146.
Partnership 84 now from 47 deliveries. This has been a really impressive lift of the rating from these two. By striking over 160 each.
Well, 16 gone, 3 for 146. The Sydney Sixers. Look at their last half a dozen overs here. Look at the graph there, the Manhattan. The last 2 overs both gone for 17. The overs before that went for 10, 13, 11 and 10. Great partnership now, moved on to 84 from 47 balls between Vince and Silk. So Majib back into the attack for his last over. Like I said at the start, this has been a concern for the Brisbane Heat. He's been economical, but no wickets. Comes to 15 off his 3.
He's got enough on that to carry that short, fine leg.
Well, Vince is just going to size up that leg side boundary again. It's where he's hit a majority of his runs. Just see him moving across the crease. It was probably a bit fuller than what he was looking for in the end. He tried a little lap sweep. If it's any shorter than that, he's going to try and hit it through that mid-wicket area.
Interesting what he did with the blade of his bat then, Ricky, wasn't it?
Yeah, he premeditated that shot. Andy went across his stumps and he opened the face of the bat right up to try and slice up and underneath the ball and get a bit more elevation on it. And watch him change it up here. There he goes, opens the face of the bat, slices underneath the ball, just got enough on it. I think the biggest problem he has, Majid boy, is not taking wickets for him. He's bowling too straight. He's got to start those balls spinning. He's got to start those outside the off stump. So what that does for a right-hander, as soon as you see it start wide outside off, you're trying to hit the ball through the offside, which leaves a gap back through the gate. Off the back foot over extra cover. That's a great shot.
So a race past the 150 mark.
All right, so we just thought he'd open up a few more scoring zones, this time through the offside. For me, still to play that type of shot, it's too short out of the hand. Yes, he was quick onto it. It's a great touch. Wow, is that hammered or is it out? Oh! What has happened there? Bazza!
Oh, that needs serious review.
6 caught, dropped. What happened? 4.
Well, he did all the hard work. He just didn't throw it high enough. Didn't give himself a chance to get back into the field of play and actually compete the catch. He knew where the rope was. Did all the hard work there. Nicely taken.
He had it.
Now he's got to get back. Now he's got to have another go.
Was he on the rope when he came back for a second attempt?
Or was his foot still touching the ground when he touches it again?
Where's that?
Well, I don't know.
Fair to say, I don't reckon I've seen that before.
It's like something you see at a Cirque du Soleil, isn't it? So this is the interesting one here. What he does now.
Is he on the rope when he taps this away or over the fence? Or is he in the air?
Maxie's in the way there. I reckon there's a better camera angle.
I actually reckon he's right here.
This will tell us here, Rick.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to touch the ground.
Oh, that's extraordinary.
2 runs.
That's awesome.
That's as exciting a 2 runs as you'll ever see. Isn't it?
That is brilliant thinking from Brendan McCullum and terrific execution.
Oh.
Gone.
Out. McGee will take it from the second last ball of his spell. And James Spence, he just changed it up a little bit that over, didn't he? He shaped to play a lap sweep, hit beautifully through the offside, went straight down the ground, almost hit a 6, and then he's gone the reverse. Unfortunately, didn't get in the middle of the bat, didn't generate too much power, set up really early, and he just didn't time it at all. An easy catch to the skipper, Chris Lynn. And that's an excellent innings for James Spence, out for 75 of just 46 deliveries. It's 4 for 156.
He's been one of the stars, bat and ball in hand for the Sydney Sixers. Comes to the wicket now. The fall of the Vince wicket 94-run partnership has really catapulted them into a strong position here, the home side. But good, hasn't he, Tom Curran? You two, he's been terrific.
He's been brilliant. He's actually played better this tournament than I actually thought he could, to be honest. 167 runs, striking it, you can see there. Nearly 147. He's taken 11 wickets as well. Hits the ball deceptively hard. There's shots here against the Renegades the other night. Very good striking indeed. Josh Layla back into the attack, has 2 for 14 from his 2.
quickly then.
If that was a really good throw, he would have been in trouble. Silk.
He's a good fielder, good mover, Alex Ross. Very good in the deep, good strong arm. You see he's an athlete. He picked the ball up, balanced himself up nicely and got rid of it quickly. Good strong flat throw in. We'll see lots of slow balls here as well from Layla. But if anything, Fleming should be looking to get them quite wide outside the off stump.
Yep.
Jordan Silk will want to try and slog sweep to the leg side. Anything's full, he'll get outside off stump and try and slog sweep it to mid-wicket. He's across his stumps all right, but he's too far across his stumps. Exposed his leg stump. It was a quicker ball as well from Layla. He's disappointed in himself there, Silk. He just had to get something on that. Fine leg was up inside the circle. A little tickle on this and it's 4. There he goes, moved a long way across. Bang, leg stump out of the ground. Well done to Layla. It's his 3rd wicket. It's a big breakthrough that for the Brisbane Heat. Silk looked good and was set. Out for 41, 5 for 158.
An act of violence leads to an extraordinary opportunity.
Your challenger for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble, Finn Balor.
Balor prepares for the beast on Raw.
Watch WWE Raw live on Sony 10.1 and Sony 10.3.
Jack Edwards comes to the crease with it. Good work to do to just finish this off for the Sixers. Batting at the top of the order early in the tournament. Didn't quite get going, and there's some work to do at the end here.
Yeah, tough situation for the youngster to come in here. He's just got to throw caution to the wind right from the very start. 5 for 159. 10 runs and over, 184.
Credit to the Heat, though, Ricky. As you pointed out a couple of overs ago, this is the part of the game that hasn't been great for them, finishing off with ball in hand. They've pulled it back the last couple of overs with those wickets that they've been able to peg.
Yeah, I think they're continually trying to find someone to close out an innings for them as well. They've had guys like Steckity and Pattinson, and these guys have played through the course of the season. Josh Layla, I think, has come a long way with his cricket the last couple of seasons in the Big Bash. Seems more confident, a bit smarter maybe. Good variations.
It's a single there. Let's go down to Jim Wilson, who's downstairs with James Vince. Jimmy.
Thank you, Andy. James, well batted, mate. Conditions, a shaky start. How were the conditions out there? What was the pitch like?
I think pretty good on the whole. The first 6 we felt maybe into the wicket was holding up a fraction, but it still comes on, especially when it's fuller. So pretty decent wicket, I think.
Came in to replace Joe Denley. You'd be happy with that form, and a really nice partnership with Jordan Silk.
Yeah, he played a gem there. I struggled a bit through the middle with my timing, and then managed to get a few away at the end. But I think he struck it close to 200, so get the innings, some real momentum at the end there.
James, well batted, mate.
Thank you very much.
They get more. Sydney will be hoping they get more from Vince like they got tonight. Obviously, it could really be a linchpin second half of the season.
Well, they'd be happy with what they've got out of Curran, isn't it? With bat and ball, and Emily very good around the group. Real extrovert and bubbly, competitive.
Only 23, 2 Flemets all in front of him.
Well, that's pretty good. 18th over that from Layla. Only 6 off, and he picked up the wicket. 5 for 162.
Each of his champions in 25 years, but my has 5 best on the ball, so they come to the service. Certainly has a bit of broadband experience in my head. Round tricks all over. The Sydney Sixers, the #1 in customer service. Find out more at IONBet.com. If you drink in tonight's match, if you're drinking, please don't try hard. Make a plan B instead. Transport New South Wales.
Fantastic game building here. 2 overs to go, and the Sixers 162. But we know for the Brisbane Heat, they got the Bash brothers ready to go. Max Bryant, Ben Cutting, some power hitters. Finish it off. Ben Doggett will bowl the 19th, and you imagine Layla will bowl the last one. He's got 3 for 20 for the night. good skill set, and a great opportunity for Doggett here to show to Chris Lynn that he can be the man bowling at the death.
He's been good as well, hasn't he? 1 for 18 from his 3 overs. I think he's spot on. They'll definitely go to Layla again by the last over after what he's just delivered there. And Curran on strike. Oh, it's whipped fine. Not sure there's enough on it to beat Majee, but fine leg though. Or is there? There certainly was. 4 more to the sixes.
Hey, Liddy, last time for the night, you've done such a good job at pulling this back in the last 3 or 4 overs. You want to make sure you finish it off here?
Yeah, I think so. Just hold on a sec. Let's have third man up. Let's put another one out. Maxie, go out. Mid-wicket, please. We got a couple of nice wickets there, but look, we gave them too many opportunities. We held under our catches. We've dropped, it'll be probably 8 now in 3 games, so we've got to work extra hard with the ball. And look, the bowlers are doing the job. We're just not backing them up in the field. And we get Vince out for, I think we first dropped him on maybe 40. That's a game changer. Saying that, the wickets just, I think just a little bit of dew, just quickening up a little bit. So hopefully it just skids on nicely for us when we get a chance. Let's go to the same field. Oh, Jack, do you want it? Oh, I'm up, sorry. You are. Same. If you're going to go, make sure it's right. He said, or do you want to go off pace up there? No, I'm going to go off pace. Okay. Best ball. Sorry, lads.
No, that's all right. It's great to hear the interaction with the bowler. It's terrific.
Oh, yeah.
So best ball. Is that, you leave that in the bowler's hands then when you give him that?
Yeah, whatever he's most confident with on the night. So Brandon Dogg's normally top of off, but his bouncer might be very good on a wicket like this. But what are you thinking here, bud?
Let's go on pace there.
I think he's going to go same shot. Let's go a bit higher. Let's go left armpit. Yeah, full steam bumper.
I've got a packed leg side field for that type of delivery. If he takes it on. Wasn't quite the line they were talking about. Gets him a doctor.
We'll take the dog. But obviously we leave ourselves open with the 2 last balls here. They've got to be a little bit fuller. I'm thinking slower ball into the wicket again. Yeah, there's 4 men out there to take it, yeah? Your line, tuck him up. Hold up.
Happy when the execution meets the planning.
Yeah.
Skipper, that works all right?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind 119 more of them. This last ball, if we can just take a little bit of momentum off the field here, that would be handy. Sorry, we still have 1 more over, sorry. What are we thinking here, bud? Aaron, I think go change the pace again. Yeah, same ball. Mate, it's quite big out there, so let him take it on. Keep tucking him up that exact same line though, yeah? Yep.
Chris, that's terrific access, mate. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
That's excellent, isn't it? Sometimes we can be just trying to guess what's going to go on with the fields that are set, but the captain, working with the young fast bowler, one is it's great captaincy and leadership, and certainly it's accelerating the cricket education in Brendan Doggett.
Yeah, I just wonder if he needs a fine leg though, Flem. If you're going to bowl off pace, maybe mid-off could go back. Would have gone straight with like it's 45.
1 to go, 5 for 169.
Two equally lethal sides. Who will cause the maximum damage? Second ODI. Tuesday, 22nd January, 4:30 p.m. Live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Just a reminder there that 9 of the last 11 matches here with the dew setting in. More often than not, the team batting second has won. I'll tell you what, if they chase this successfully tonight, we'll have a good game of cricket to watch in the next hour and a half. Hoisted high. try, and that is a great catch. As Ricky Ponting said, Ross is outstanding, and he clutched onto that perfectly. What a good catch.
It's a great catch. You can see the difference there is Alex Ross compared to Brendan Doggett a few overs before. He made his ground early here, Alex Ross. Set himself and was balanced before he went into the catch. Sets himself there, goes into the catch. Whereas Doggett, with his earlier, was fully on the move at full tilt. So good outfielding there from Alex Ross. At the end of Tom Curran, he's got to go for 8. Sixers now, 6 for 169. Sean Abbott, the new man at the crease for the Sydney Sixers. We saw a great outfield catch from Alex Ross to get rid of Curran. Josh Layla now has got 4 for 20. 5 balls remaining in his spell. Chip down the ground, early call of 2. They'll get there comfortably. Takes them on to 171. 177's been their highest total for the season. The Sydney Sixers, that was against the Perth Scorchers. With 4 balls remaining, you'd like to think they'd just a little bit past that. There's this catch again from Alex Ross, made good ground. See how steady his head was as well when he went for that catch. He balanced himself up nicely. Right in the middle of both hands. Good outfielding.
Good technique. Two again, they're just running every time.
Not yet. Oh, it is now.
But Lola's missed out on a couple of games for the Brisbane. It's hard to think, down at Geelong, he was the match winner with the ball. Tonight, he did a fine job. Take 4 wickets in a T20 game. It's amazing, but it's also the economy rate. And bowling at the tough stages, isn't it, in the power plays and the closing overs.
Well, we talked about it at Geelong, didn't we? That it looked like he just was a much better player this year, more confident, better skills, and more importantly, really good execution. You see it again there.
That's the boulevard of bewilderment for Jack Edwards. He's swinging so hard. He's got that high back lift. And once you start your down swing, you can't change the swing. He's nowhere near this radar.
He could have had another swing. Yeah, no, it's way too early. So 4 for 29, his previous best. He has taken a 4 for in T20 cricket before Josh Layla, but he's on the cusp of career best figures. 10 dots. It's been an outstanding display. Go a long way with that in his hand. Again, the off-pace delivery got away from Layla there.
Yeah, I think that was a gutter ball. Bowl that one again. He's been excellent. Just a really good skill set, and that's the thing. You build the skills to be able to get yourself a game in the BBL, but it's also about when you execute him and the timing. It's about his only false delivery for the whole spell.
He's got a bit of that. There's a fielder coming around and takes another good catch. Maxie Bryant does well.
Never shows a lot of emotion, does he, Maxie Bryant? Just takes it in there, and when he hits sixes, he's a bit the same. Doesn't get too emotional, but that's such a big wicket to get 5 for in a BBL game. Edwards, who swung hard and didn't, that's probably as good as he struck the ball throughout that innings, but he needed another few metres to get there. So, massive bowling display from Layla. Edwards goes for 7, and it's 7 for 176.
5 for 26 is outstanding from the lefty. Total can Benny Dwarshuis do here.
Well, he slogs him if he won't get on strike, will he? Hits him to leg.
It's the only 5 for the tournament as well, this.
They're going to run, and they can't hit it. So 177, it'll be 178 for victory. And this sets it up for a good game of cricket. Boys, going to be a good chase this.
Yeah, we know about the Brisbane Heat and how much damage, Bryan, McCullum and Lynn have done in the power plays. But they have struggled later in their innings, but they are genuine strike players throughout. And for the Sixers, Rick, they take a lot of wickets.
So confirmation of what we've just seen. Josh Layla, the star, 5 for 76. James Vince outstanding with 75. And Jordan still continuing his terrific form with 41 from 26. 178 to win, 8.9 runs and over.
To continue watching your favorite sports channels, please call your cable or DTH operator now and subscribe to Sony Network's Happy India Sports Pack.
She's my inspiration. She's the only reason I'm standing here today. The only reason the Williams sisters exist. So thank you, Venus, for inspiring me.
Tennis is a tough sport. There's no draws, but if there was going to be one, I would have been very happy to accept the draw tonight and share it with Rafa, really. Keep playing, Rafa, please. Tennis needs you.
मम्मी
NCR Punjab Royals versus Delhi Sultans. आज शाम 7 बजे लाइव सोनी 6, सोनी 10-3 और सोनी वापर.
Arsenal versus Manchester United and Manchester City versus Burnley. Saturday, 26 January, live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
An act of violence leads to an extraordinary opportunity.
Your challenger for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble, Finn Balor!
Balor prepares for the beast on Raw.
Watch WWE Raw live on Sony 10-1 and Sony 10-3.